Shalom, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna talk about 666 again. I'm gonna talk about the mark of the beast. My last video is a little off, so I'm gonna make corrections before I delete it because I don't wanna mislead nobody. But I'm gonna go again from the scriptures. But I ain't wrote down nothing that did no outline. I just got the book out, and I'm gonna just tell you off the top of my head. First off, 666 is a reference to King Solomon. You got to understand that. The only other time 666 is mentioned in the Bible, just like Revelation, I believe that's 13, 18. Let me check and make sure. Just like Revelation. Yeah, Revelation 13, 18. All right, the only other time 666 is mentioned in the Bible like that is at First Kings 10:14. That's why Revelation 13:18 says the mark of the beast is the mark of the man. The mark of the beast is the mark of the man. That's why it says that. Because it's talking about King Solomon. It's talking about King Solomon. And at the beginning of that verse, it says, here's wisdom. The reason why it says here's wisdom is because by the time you get to Revelation, you should know what wisdom is talking about. It's not talking about the letter A means one and B means two, and you can line that up with the alphabet and Jesus spells 666. And it's not talking about that that's foolishness. All right. It's talking about having understanding in the law. That's the wisdom it's talking about. And to prove that point, all you got to do is turn to, I believe it's Deuteronomy 4. It's Deuteronomy 4:6. It says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation, and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. So when Revelation 13:18 say, here's wisdom, it's only one wisdom. Just like it's only one truth. You know, everybody got their different opinion of what real is. But it's only one truth. It's only one wisdom. You gotta understand that. So when you go precept upon precept, you'll figure out that Solomon became lawless. He basically did everything that the Oath of Kings says not to do in Deuteronomy. That's Deuteronomy 17, 14 through 20. That's the Oath of Kings, the oath of our king. They not supposed to do none of that stuff right there. King Solomon basically did everything that the Oath of Kings says you're not supposed to do. I'm gonna go through it real fast. It say verse 16, you shouldn't multiply horses to yourself, nor cause people to return to Egypt, to the end that he should multiply horses. For as much as Yahuwah have said to you, you shall henceforth return no more that way. Solomon had people go to Egypt and buy horses. He had heck of horses and chariots. That's a violation of the law right there. That's a sin. It say, neither shall he multiply wise to himself, that his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. He multiplied wives to himself. He had 700 wives. 700 wives. Foreign wives at that. So that's heaping sin on top of sin. Then it say, neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold. He had so much silver in the land, it was like a rock. Like, you know, when you walk around the city and you just find a penny anywhere, or you see cigarette butts everywhere, that's how silver was in the land during Solomon's reign. On top of that, he multiplied gold to himself. Everything he ate and drank with was gold, made out of gold. He had like a whole bunch of shields made out of gold. I'm pretty sure he had a chain. You know how brothers like wearing chains. He probably had gold teeth. You know, he multiplied gold to himself. If you study all the stuff that you supposed to notice when you got understanding of the law, you'll be able to see that. On top of that, it say, and when he sit upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of this law in a book out of that which is before the priest and the Levites. He probably didn't do that either, because he don't talk about that he did that. But he wrote Proverbs though, huh? He had time to do that though, right? I mean, I'm just pointing out what I noticed. I'm a talk about how the mark of the man is the mark of the beast in a minute. And it shall be with him the book that he's supposed to write, the copy of the law, is supposed to be with him, and he shall read in it all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear Yahuwah, his mighty one, to keep all the words of this law and these statutes to do them, that his heart be not lifted up above his brothers, that he turn not aside from the commandments to the right hand or to the left hand, to the end that he may prolong his days in his kingdom, he and his children in the middle of Israel. All right, now based on all of that, Solomon failed. When you get to 1 Kings chapter 10, it say he had many foreign wives and he loved them. And he clung to them in love. So that's idolatry, because he loved all them foreign women more than he loved the law of the Most High, who told him not to have them foreign women and love them. So that's idolatry. On top of all the other stuff I pointed out he did against the king's oath, he built high places for his foreign wives. The law say not to build no high places to the Most High, so when you go up, your nakedness don't be exposed. So he broke that when he built high places for his wives. The law say not to offer the foreign mighty ones, and he built places for his wives could do that. So, you know, Solomon did way more than just marry foreign women. If you got understanding of the law, you're gonna notice these things. Now, the correlation between the mark of the beast is the mark of the man. Okay, the man is referencing was lawless. He disobeyed the Most High. Now, the beast, you know, the beast is wrong off top. Of course, today it's America. That's a whole nother video lesson or whatever. But you know it started with Rome. Rome was the beast, and the church. They used the church to teach the laws done away with. So when you believe Christianity, you get the mark of the beast because Christianity teaches you the law is done away with. That's contrary to what the truth is and what the Most High tell you to do, which is to keep the law. So that's how the mark of the beast is the mark of the man, because it's the same thing. The man did contrary to what the law say, and the beast tell you to do contrary to what the law say. So that's the correlation between the mark of the beast is the mark of the man. That's all I'm gonna bring out right now. I hope I've been helpful. I know the truth, and I'm gonna keep learning it for the rest of my life. Shalom.